Hello everybody, today we have Dell Precision 7540 series. It's an Intel Core i7 9th gen processor with RTX 3000 graphics. Let's take it apart, let's see what we can fix, replace or upgrade. Let's start. Start with bottom screws. Now find the gap between the bottom case and the Palmrest and use plastic tool to separate both parts. Unhook all the clips. Yeah, now the bottom is out. Here we have the part number. Now we can access all the internal components. Let's start with disconnecting the battery. Now we can pull it out. So if the battery doesn't hold the charge or it's swollen, you can replace it. Here we have the battery type and the part number. Here we can see our M2 slots for the storage, the SSD drive. So if the laptop doesn't boot and tells you that there is no boot device, or you would like to upgrade your storage to the bigger one, this is how you can do it. So take off this cover, and here that's the actual NVMe SSD drive. And here we have second slot for the additional drive. If you would like to add it, take off this cover, and here that's the M2 slot for the additional drive. Here we have our Wi-Fi card. So if the Wi-Fi doesn't work, you can replace it. Gently disconnect antenna wires. And this is how you can take it out. Here we have the part number. Now we can see our DC power jack here. So if your laptop isn't getting the power or the jack is physically damaged, you can replace this part. That's our DC power jack. So to take it out, disconnect it from the motherboard. And now it's out. And here we have the part number. So now we are pulling out the motherboard. So let's take out this bracket. So here we have some screws on the back. Now you need to pull out this frame around the keyboard to get to the screws which are underneath. Now let's take out the screws from the keyboard. Now we should be able to take out the keyboard. All right. Keyboard is out. Here we have the part number. Now let's unscrew the screws from the palmrest. Here we have our memory. So the memory doesn't work or you would like to upgrade to the bigger one. This is how we can access it. And then spread those arms and then this is how we can take it out. And if you would like to really upgrade and add additional 2 models, you can do that on the back. Like on the other side of the motherboard, you have 2 more slots for the memory. Here we have connectors which you have to disconnect before pulling out the palmrest. Now we can take out the palmrest with the touchpad. Touchpad is unfortunately glued to the palmrest, so you cannot replace it. You have to buy the whole palmrest touchpad assembly. Here we have the part number. And here we have our power button. So if the power button doesn't work, you can replace it. Just unscrew this one screw. And that's our power button board. Here we have the part number. Okay. Now we can see our motherboard. So let's take out the heatsink and the fan. So if your cooling doesn't work or the fans are making grinding noise or they don't spin, you can replace them. Disconnect fans from the motherboard. Yeah, be gentle, you don't want to rip the wire. That's our video cable. It goes over the fan, so let's disconnect it. Okay, so let's take out first the screen, because it's blocking our heatsink. So unscrew the hinge screws. Now we can disconnect the screen. Okay, now we have the heatsink fans out. That's our part number here. Here we can see our motherboard, I/O board, and the graphics card. So let's disconnect the I/O board first. Before we pull the motherboard, disconnect all the cables. Let's keep the CMOS battery with the board. Let's see if we can pull out first the video card. Alright, that's our video card, Nvidia RTX 3000. So take out this blank. And the motherboard is out. The processor is soldered on the motherboard, so you cannot replace it. If it doesn't work, you have to replace the whole motherboard. Okay. And that's our bottom case with bracket. Here we have our speakers, so if the sound is bad, you can replace speakers. Okay, those are our speakers. Here we have the part number. That's our screen. So if you would like to take out the LCD, start with the screen bezel. Now unscrew the rails for the screen. Okay, and unscrew the hinges as well. Okay, so these are our hinges with hinge covers. Let's see if we can pull out the screen. Alright, so here we have the connector for the LCD. Once you take out the adhesive, there is a clip. Flip it, and now we can disconnect the screen. So here we have our part number and the screen model. And that's our back cover with the video cable. So if the video cable doesn't work, you can replace it. Here we have the part number on the white sticker and the video cable. So here I forgot to mention we can take out the rails for our new screen. So to do that, take out the adhesive that holds the screen. Be gentle, don't break that strip. Alright, and the other side here. So that's our rail for the LCD. It goes back to the back cover. The actual LCD looks like that. No tabs, no rails, just the LCD. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.